Hello everyone, welcome back to yet another Overwatch 2 review on who's the better DPS hero between Hanzo and Widow. These two snipers today are competing to see who's the better sniper DPS and who takes home the winning crown at the end of the video. Now, like always, we shall go through each of their abilities and discuss their strengths and weaknesses. Also, if you come back to the channel on the regular, consider subscribing to further support this channel. We're really close to hitting 200 subs before the year ends. So let's get started with our main guy, Hanzo. Now, before we start with Hanzo, what the hell is with his firing animation? Was this in the last patch or something? But what's this massive kickback of the bow? You gotta understand when I was trying to record this, how annoying the kickback of it was. Onto his main ability. So his passive ability is the wall climb, and it does exactly as it says. You can jump up walls to a max of 4 meters. Alright, the next one, lunge. It gives Hanzo the ability to double jump, so on his second jump, he can change direction mid-jump, push him 8 meters no matter what direction he goes, and it has a 5-second cooldown, but it's very good for evasion and mist of battles. Now, his main weapon, the storm bow. It is an arching projectile with no drop-off damage, however the damage is between 75 to 125, depending on how long you charge it. Getting a headshot on a squishy will instant kill them, as the multiplier is 2.5 as well, so it does really high damage. It does cut his speed by 30% when charging the bow though. The sonic arrow, his next one, is a sonar tracking device with a vision of 9-meter radius, and it visibly marks enemies within it that helps Hanzo and his teammates locate who and where the enemy is. It lasts for 6 seconds with a long cooldown of 12 seconds. His next one, which is a strong one, is his storm arrows. It is a quick rapid fire that helps him quickly dispatch an enemy on low health. You can fire 5 shots during the duration of the 5 seconds when activated. It has a reduced damage, however, and it always hits for 65 per hit, as each shot is automatically charged. So it's also really good if when a Winston jumps on you, you got that quick rapid fire 5 shot to do an easy about nearly 300 damage. If you hit all your shots, of course. Now, Hanzo's ultimate, the Dragon Strike, which is one of my favorite to fire because it looks so damn cool. Upon activating, fires a Spirit Dragon which travels in a singular line until the end of the map. That's right, it just keeps going until it hits the edge of the map. And it passes through all walls, doing 150 damage per second. Its radius is 4 meters, with a speed of about 20 meters, so it is very slow and it can be avoided quite easily, because there's a lot of people that have some type of jumping or evading animation that can just quickly jump to the sides. But however, if it's combined with a Zarya ult or Mei ult, it can be a very devastating attack against them, because just sitting in it for a measly second does 150. So imagine it does, if someone's standing still inside that entire ult, you can easily do 1,000 damage in total for the entire duration being hit by it. But do keep in mind, upon activating, it can be absorbed by D.Va's ability and deflected by Genji, so it can be stopped mid-fire. Now Hanzo is complete, on to the next sniper, Widow. Now, Widow doesn't have many abilities, but her kit suits her very well for scope kills and enemy detection, and even a backup Venom Mine which tells her who's getting close to a location if placed near her. So on to her main weapon, the Widow's Kiss. It has a primary fire and a secondary fire, both being a hit scan weapon. So starting off with a scoped one, the primary fire, her damage is how long her shot is charged up to. So let's say at 0%, it's between 3.6 to 12. While at 100%, it's 36 to 120 damage. Anything in between is just so much maths. I think you can work it out by yourself. She has a fall-off range of 70 to 100 meters. The headshot is a 2.5 multiplier as well, so perfect for killing squishies very quickly. Her scope fire is 5 ammo per shot with a total of 35 ammo, and that goes straight to her secondary fire, which is an automatic rifle with around 4 to 13 damage per shot. So it's very good for mid to close range when they push up way too much towards you. Now, Widow's main maneuverable ability to reach high vantage points to even get out of danger, the grappling hook. She launches a grappling hook towards a wall or surface that quickly propels her towards it. Upon reaching the hook, she climbs onto the ledge if you use the grappling hook to go up into a ledge, or if it's up against the wall. The second that you reach the point of actually hitting your hook, you slingshot into the air. It has a max range of 20 meters and a cooldown of 12 seconds that can be cancelled anytime by pressing the jump button too. Now, her Venom Mine is a very useful ability. She fires a mine that sticks to any surface. Once an enemy is inside its 3-meter radius, it detonates, dealing 15 damage per second for a total of 70. Once they set off, Widow can then see them through walls for a short time. So if anyone's sneaking up on the Widow and the Venom Mine can actually like detonate, it actually alerts you. So you can clearly see if they're coming straight around the back trying to get you, and you have a clear view of the enemy. It gives you a clear snipe of him, or a perfect chance for you just to go out the back door. Now her ultimate is very self-explanatory. It is not a damaging ult, it's more for really assisting your team for actually quite a bit of duration. It actually provides the whole team a full visual of the entire enemy team anywhere on the map for 15 seconds. So it's perfect for surprising their team, countering any push, and getting some quick picks for sniping if timed correctly. Now that everyone has been discussed, it's onto the fun part about talking about the 7 main strengths and which title belongs to which sniper hero. And as always, they are mobility, survivability, skill, damage, support, versatility, and ultimate. Now again, this is all fun. I express this every single time I do one of these videos. I do this over my opinions, but of course everyone has their own preferred opinion about who should be the better DPS hero. So if I'm wrong, please tell me in the comments below, and I'll love to hear what you guys say on who should be the winner of this video. Now starting off with number 1, mobility. Now I'm going to give mobility to Hanzo. With his wall climb and double jump to push up to any direction mid-air, gives him more freedom than Widow. Widow's grappling hook is very good to actually get in the way and get into vantage points a lot faster than Hanzo is, but the long cooldown, it can be very unfortunate if you were to accidentally use it and to waste it, while Hanzo has that wall climb at any time, and the actual double jump away only is like a 5-second cooldown. Now, survivability, it's tricky. You see, Widow has a Venom Mine which can be used to alert herself of anyone approaching from a side path or behind her and quickly get out of danger to a safe spot, depending on where you put the mine. However, if she's rushed, she's pretty much a sit and duck, as her primary fire does some damage, but it won't help against a jumping Winston or like a very agile Genji. The grappling hook can be used to get away, but like I said, it's a long cooldown and you might not always have it available. Hanzo, however, is usually with his team, like in sort of the mid-range, long-range section. Thanks to his wall climb and lunge, he has a few abilities to help him keep a distance away, especially with his storm arrows. He can do some quick damage to push off some pushing enemies, so I'll give this one to Hanzo. Skill? Widow deserves this, as like every sniper with precision, aiming, and patience can be a deadly picker for the team. And if you miss your shots, you're more of a liability to your team. While Hanzo can charge his shots faster and has storm arrows to rapid shot people, he's a bit easier along with shorter cooldowns to evade compared to Widows, who needs to be able to place the Venom Mine and grappling hook a bit smarter to fully utilize her kit to survive multiple situations. So Widow, I reckon, requires a bit more skill. Damage? Now, I know a lot of people might disagree with me on this one. I know Hanzo has a bit more abilities that can pump out more damage, especially his dragon, but I reckon Widow has that spot. If you're holding your defense, a Widow can constantly get hits and even headshots from a hit scan. It's a deadly thing to deal with. Support? I'll give this one to Widow too, for a good reason. Her grappling hook gives her more options to get to advantage points faster than Hanzo in times of need, and while up there she can provide constant sniping support for her team, and can help her team a lot more efficiently if enemies are pushed up onto their healers, especially with their ultimate giving her full visual of the entire team. Versatility, Hanzo. His ability to double jump and evade, along with his storm arrows and sonar arrow, gives him multiple options to deal with frontal assaults, a jumping enemy, and providing a visual for a few seconds from incoming enemies along the side paths, while Widow's only visual power is her ultimate, which takes time. The sonar arrow is always like available after a certain period, so you can constantly use that to get a clear view of certain situations. And the ultimate, now this one was tricky, but I'm gonna go with Widow. I don't always just pick the ones that have the highest damage. I pick this one because it has the most use for a team who can fully utilize it. Especially if you're in a competitive match, you can constantly talk about it. If you see Hanzo's ultimate, it is very powerful, dealing high damage in a short time frame. However, if they have to be inside the dragon to get hit, and it's very slow, I know combined with other heroes' ults, it becomes a cannon, like Zarya's ult mixed with Hanzo's. Devastating ability. However, but think about this for a second. Widow's ultimate for 15 seconds gives you full visual surveillance on the entire enemy team. So knowing exactly where they're going to be coming out of leads to no surprise attacks, being able to surprise them around the corner and give you a nice pre-fire shot to help in battle, and knowing where the healers are to rush them and get an early lead in a battle. 15 seconds is a lot of time to think of a strategy to deal with the incoming team. So, on a score of 3-4, Widow wins. Which is actually quite funny, because I'm actually a huge Hanzo fan. So actually going through this view, I was like, I think I'm going to lean more to Hanzo, but the more I thought about Widow's actual kit, it was actually really supportive to the team compared to Hanzo. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe for more Heroverse videos. See you next time, guys.